worst kind of shelter, honestly. But, hey, at least it gets to be warm. Alright. So, I don't think I've got anything else. I don't think I picked up anything, to be fair. This is fine.
Greetings.
There's a shelter with a tiny predator in it. I mean, she's not really tiny. It's almost like pretty sizable. A bit of a chunk. But like, the bug itself is pretty tiny. So it's like going into a shelter with a giant predator, but the shelter itself is massive by comparison to both. So, like, the odds of survival, there are odds. I think that's the way to look at it, is that the odds kind of aren't too bad. But like, as soon as Azula notices, it's gonna have a hell of a life. She'll just mostly follow it around and pat it every so often. That's mostly what she's gonna do. Can you imagine being a tiny bug and every so often some giant, adorably plushy, soft paw just like squishes you? And it's just like squish squish kind of thing. Just because, you know. Like, she won't do anything horrible to it or anything. She'll just like follow it around and just be kind of obnoxious to it. Nah, she's lost it. She's lost it. She's come to sit next to me. She's like, where is it? I'm like, I know where it went. I don't know where it actively is. As long as it doesn't crawl across me, I don't give a fuck. Because I always get something fucking land on me or crawl on me. It's just like how it is here, I feel like. Because like, it's nighttime and I have a light on above me. So bugs are attracted to that and they will come in and they will, like, you know how like bugs like to like fly into light bulbs and then go, oh shit, that was solid, and then like fall down. Like, they do that a lot. And I'm under the light, so when it happens, you know. Alright, you guys all come forwards here. I reckon this area will connect us backwards. I still can't believe we've got almost an hour. We're 30 seconds away from 1 full hour. Oh my god. This is the longest we've been able to play in a while. Mind you, it was probably about a month ago we got 3 hours before it crashed. So, might have been over a month actually. Let's go back to town just quick. Save my XP. And I do have stuff to sell, so we've almost got 2 bars left to an XP, almost. And we're getting some money, and the money is counting for the mana and the fucking everything we're buying. I need a bit more arrows than that, but I've got some in my stash, so this will be fine. It won't top it fully up, but it will do most of it. There we go. Okay, so we're starting to bring home like a tiny profit. Eliza hasn't died for a while. It's kind of good. I'm gonna backtrack down this line because I don't know if it connects, but I think it's gonna take us backwards to that other area. So I'm pretty sure that one of these goes forwards, and I don't know if it's this one. That's fine. So generally speaking, when we don't have crashes and when my character is strong enough to deal with an area, I actually really like this part of the River of Flame. I think it's very cool. I think aesthetically it's very pleasing, but then again, I also quite like fire and shit, so, you know, for me it's like just that nice kind of shit, you know. But like when we went through here on Nightmare, I wasn't strong enough and it was really, really hard, and it was just an absolute fucking nightmare to go through because you'd move in one area and you'd get hit by something on another podium or whatever, and, you know, progression was weak. But then, hell, this is actually not too bad because it's only giving me blood magnets. I think it's finally having some fucking mercy on me, which makes me wonder what I'm going to be up against for Diablo's, like, sealed demons. You know how you gotta open the seals to summon him? Yeah, I'm curious what that's going to mean for that. Because they're normally like set things. Like you get the... I think you get Pit Lords, you get the... like the mana draining wraiths. You get the... you get the blood mages. And you get something else. What is the other thing we get? There's something else in there. I can't remember what it is. But I know that there's one in there that's really, really hard to deal with. Like, the kind of creature is just escaping me. It could be the, oh, what it is those little, electric bolt, shooting, like, little beast things. Whatever they're called, I can't remember. They were at, like, the start of tonight, where I had, like, a shit ton of them, and they just shoot, like, a ball of lightning. They're a pain in the ass. They're in there, too. And I think there's, like, there's another one as well. I don't know what it is. But anyway, it's all, like, a bit of a pain in the ass, usually, to, like, get through. But I get the feeling that if I see these bastards get summoned out of one of those, like, seals, I'll know that the game just doesn't know what the fuck it's doing tonight. Because, like, this is not what I'm supposed to be fighting here. Like, you get them sometimes, but, like, this guy at the back here, that's more of what I'm supposed to be fighting here. And other stuff. Like, I do remember fighting these guys through here, but you get, like, a couple. They're, like, the odd creature. I'll tell you what, if it summons Urduks instead of blood mages, or whatever they are, the bone mages or whatever, I will know. I'll know that it's just replaced them with this stuff for this run. It will be such a weird fucking run, but it's okay, because, like, in the future, after I complete the game, I will come back and will run through these areas myself, just for the shits and giggles of it, like, whenever I feel like it. But, they won't be these guys. Probably not. Mate, you're kind of in the way. There we go. I heard some baby lava things squeal like a deaf thing then. Or Spike. I must be getting full of inventory soon. That looks suspiciously like the sanctuary. We're not... I didn't automatically path through to the sanctuary, did I? I wouldn't be surprised if I did, but, like, I'm kind of hoping not. It doesn't matter, I'd have to go backwards anyway. But, is it? Yeah, it is. Okay, I automatically pathed us straight to the sanctuary. Okay, that does not surprise me. You guys stay over there, mate. That doesn't surprise me at all. The amount of times I've played Diablo, I will path myself here occasionally. Okay, another one's coming out. There's a lot of these guys, like, right in the doorway. They steal your mana and shit. They're not really a problem, but they can fly over spaces, so it's a little bit of a annoyance. Alright, let's get a couple of these little guys dead. I'm gonna go back into town just to save my XP. And sell some shit. Yeah, I get the feeling I should have just kept going last week. So for anybody that missed it, last week when I tried to play Diablo, we got a couple of crashes and I took the hint and stopped playing for the night, right? I kind of thought, oh, well, it's gonna just keep doing that. It's just the night, stuff like that. Anyway, it was not just the night. It was more than that. I just saw my chat reconnect then. We didn't just, like, lose stuff, did we? I don't know. I guess we'll find out later. Anyway, so if I had kept playing last week, the only thing that I think would have happened differently is the kind of loot that I picked up would have been a lot better. Mind you, I do think that the enemies were substantially harder last week, so I feel like the progression would have been slower. But I do feel like we're, like, moving through it pretty quickly now. Down there, and let's go back in. Alright. Well, I've got the portal, like, right here, but this pathway will be taking us back down the opposite, or not. Apparently, wow, okay. I thought that they would connect, but if they're not going to connect, I don't mind, like, hold up, let me put Valkyrie over there. Yeah, there we go. Oh my god. I don't know if you guys can see this through my avatar or not. Let me move a little bit. But, like, there are so many enemies over here. I'm probably in the way, but there are so fucking many enemies. There's, like, so many blood maggots and all sorts of stuff. Let me put you up the corner there. I can kill all of the blood maggots because they're only poison and stuff. So I can wipe out most of this area. And I'll come back over here. This should be enough to get me a level, which is kind of infuriating because I won't be able to pick up the stuff from over there. Well, not a level, but it'll be enough to get me, what do you call that thing again? Another bar. So, at the rate that I'm going, we are actually making progress. Well, we have made so much progress, I can't believe it. Oh man. What? I don't know if the stream's connecting or reconnecting or what. Hold on. Let me just check. I don't know why that's tiny. It does not appear like I am live, so let's grab that program. Oh no, it reckons that I'm live again. Are you though? Because you don't look like you are. Oh no, that one's live again. Lol, I think it's gone live with the wrong shit. Hold on, and let me see if YouTube is. Hold on. I don't know if it will automatically reconnect yours or not. Maybe. Reckons I'm still live. Hold on. I think that's muted. I'm just letting my allies and stuff kill stuff at the moment. I think it went down. For sure went down. It's definitely back. And this one is... I don't know if this is muted. With that. Are you back? Yes. Yes? Okay. I think it could be back. I think all we lost is maybe like a hot minute there. But it's fine. Yeah. Alright, I think both of them are back, so that definitely took a lot longer to connect. I saw it like pause for a second there. Alright. Now it thinks. It must have been long enough that it counts as kind of like a new stream. I don't know, I haven't seen Restream do this yet. Oh no. Please tell me that wasn't my internet. It could have been my internet having a moment. Alright, hold on. Let me go to be right back and let me just see about this for a moment. Hold on. Alright, the longest we got was 1 hour and 9 minutes. Holy shit. I'm gonna hop in and see where last was up to. Because it should have me in town and it should have me have some XP. Wrong button. Hold up. So I've got just under that. I don't have anything on me. My inventory is mostly full, so I'm not quite sure at what point it's saved. But I'm gonna say fuck it. Let's go again. I'm not gonna stop at this point. We're just gonna try to like push for the end of it, and let's see how we go. I got most of my arrows and shit. Because I don't know what kind of enemies I'm going to have from the River Flame. I've got the River Flame save. And I've got this guy up here. He should be fine. Alright, so all these guys are back. I was like, did it die? I think that was my internet this time. Because stream went down. Both the streams went down. Which reminds me, I don't have my chat open again. There we go. Both the streams went down and then Blizzard had like briefly logged me out. So I think that was the internet this time, not the game. So I think the game was holding its own this time though. I should probably I probably should have recorded how long that was. Hold on. I didn't count how long we were from start this time, but we are 1 hour, 9 minutes and 41 seconds was the last run. This won't have the exact, 1 minute that I got in and stuff, but it shouldn't be that far off either. But, yeah. I think we got the longest run we could possibly get. This side didn't go anywhere, so I'm gonna run up this side first this time and get it cleared out, and then I'll go up the other side because that takes us all the way up. Marginally better than the game crashing, I guess. I mean, yes, because like the way I see it is if it was the internet crashing, then it was going to crash anyway, and my stream was going to go down anyway. And if I had have just streamed to 3 hours at the point where I got the waypoint and stopped, it would have been no problem. But on the flip side, I did push on because we got the waypoint and then we were progressing through here, and then the internet went down. But I also would like to see it, like, it obviously if the game crashes again, then maybe I just give up for tonight kind of thing, because like I've done quite a lot, I've progressed quite a lot, and like I don't really mind going through this as well. Did the game crash so hard it crashed Wi-Fi? I mean, I don't think so. I have had one of my games, Battlefield and Diablo 3 will crash my internet. But only if I'm streaming it. If I'm not streaming it, it's fine. But as soon as I try to stream it, it hates it. All I saw was that it, for me, it like said that the chat reconnected, and I was like, okay, well, usually speaking on a regular stream, when it reconnects chat, it's normally back up and running. But then I saw up the top of my thing, it didn't say that it was live. It was still recording, so I do have that part, and it will be on like YouTube later anyway, right, in the future as always and shit. But like, it was recording while I was offline, but it just wasn't live yet. So I guess that's a good thing. But yeah, no, I figure I'm this close. I've kind of got the energy. I'm kind of excited about it. I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna try to progress into like Diablo Sanctuary and stuff. But obviously, yeah, if it does happen to just dump a crash again, I will just like hopefully have saved some progress, saved some XP, and I'll just call it a night, because we've gone so far tonight. We've done so well. We got through like it really was only an hour from the start of this entryway all the way up to the Chaos Sanctuary, including killing the guy with the hammer, right? It's just that it's taken us like nearly 4 hours to do that. Plus like the 2 previous weeks of trying to do that. Well, at least the last week of trying to do that. So, the only thing is, now that I'm thinking about it, that whole end area isn't killed, because I was killing the group up the top end. That was the only thing. The only good thing was I had just gone back into town, so I didn't really lose much, which was good, like XP wise and stuff. Well, see, this is what's happening with these guys, is they're just like getting stuck standing there and they're not attacking. Although that attack looks like a bone mage, and these were kind of the corpulents and morphines and stuff that we were finding through here. So maybe it's reset the characters, which makes me think that killing Diablo is going to be difficult. Although all the creatures are back to what they're supposed to be, so yeah, I don't know. These guys are like a little bit harder to kill. Yeah, we got the bone mages again. Oh, they're this night, sorry. This nights. Yeah, cool. Okay, so it's reset all the characters to what they're supposed to be in this area, which is kind of nice. Also kind of fucking difficult. And this didn't connect. Oh, I must have to go off that end. Okay, that's fine. I guess we're not going to have any more sand maggots, if that is the case. And sand maggots are kind of easy to kill. Like, I don't really mind. I like going up against like the proper creatures for the proper area. I just find it really interesting that they do cycle through different ones. I guess that's how they kind of make it feel fresh. No matter how many times you play it, you're not 100% certain that you are going to get the exact same creatures. Hello, that was an identification, and that's lightning resistant. It's only for socketed. Don't you fucking slap us at a distance, mate. That's not cool. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, I thought for a second there, my brain's like, oh sick, it dropped a charm and an identification scroll, so therefore I could get a buff from a charm as we play. But no, that's not what that is. That's a jewel. It goes socketed into things, and I don't really need something that can do like lightning damage. Lightning resist, sorry. I actually do need lightning resistant. Is that a percentage? It's 9%. I might actually keep that. It's really pitiful, but like, Unless I find something else. Like, I need a topaz, I think it is, that does lightning resistance. But then I think lightning resistance is only on shield, which isn't going to help me. So, hey, stop. Play with her. Fucking hell. That's the only thing with these fucking areas is they can shoot you at like a distance. Hold on, I should be able to take a hit there. Wow, okay, I didn't realize he was that dead. Okay, my decoy is still getting hit at a distance, that's fine. I am somehow completely out of mana. I'll tell you what, let's go back just quick. Let's save that XP. We are now 2 bars away from a level. Oh man. I kind of can't believe that. Mostly I can't believe that like I'm progressing because of how this has just been for a while. I might put that in my stash. I don't know if I'll use it. A 9% increase to like lightning resistance is like pitiful, but I also have like, gee, I don't know, a really bad negative resistance to, like that would only take me to like a -6. Fuck it, you can take the damn thing. Take it. Rationale of saving it or not saving it. It's like, yes, it would help me, but I need something much bigger than that. Alright. Portal. Okay. So up here and... Or actually, let's go this way after all. Because if I'm going to have Abyss Knights to fight, that group up in that corner might be a bit of bullshit. And I might want to attack them from the Chaos Sanctuary, like, doorway. I just gotta not get close enough to the doorway for the rat things to come out and fight me. That's all I gotta do. This is actually really sparse of... Oh, sorry, I fucking spoke too soon. This is really sparse of enemies, except that these motherfuckers replicate like they're going out of fashion. But if I get it at the right angle, I can get most of them on fire. How about we put you in the back there? There we go. You guys play with her. Put another decoy here. You guys can play with her too. It's a group activity. Hold on. Get out of my face, mate. I need you to go. There we go. A couple of the mothers, grotesques, are dead. Hello, longsword. No. Just change the weapon. Let's put a decoy up the back there. That way... Well, I was hoping that at least some of them might attack her, but yeah, not much really was interested in that. I accidentally spammed 2 health and a mana. I only wanted 1 health and a mana, but that's okay. It's just 1 less health for this whole battle. Plus, these guys are immune to cold, by the way, so they are, like, extremely weak to fire, which is kind of really good for me. I can't remember, but I think the Abyss Knights are not immune to cold. I mean, not immune to fire. Alright. Alright, let's see. I should be able to... see you guys. Oh, it missed this corner of the map before. Interesting. Okay, so there's a corpse spitter dude. Alright. So let's go back and over and around. I'll tell you what. Like, 8 to fucking 20 minutes being from the other waypoint is so much more progress than before. Oh, hello. Alright, let me move back. These guys can absolutely rip through this group really quickly. Oh. I'll tell you what, the big hits of lag scare the shit out of me at the moment because I'm not really sure if it's like gonna come back from it every time it does it. Oh man. It'd be interesting also to see what YouTube's like live again is this time. I might, when I go back into town, I might take a quick look at that. Because I know Twitch came back, but YouTube normally needs like a little bit more of a push. I'm pretty sure it's back too, but fine. Honestly, this is no more stable or unstable than just streaming purely on Twitch. I'll tell you that much. Let me go back to town. No, go back to town. Alright. Now, last time I opened a browser, it had a stroke about that. So, I just want to check on YouTube just briefly. The good thing is it does look like I'm live. The interesting thing is it doesn't look like it's got any kind of a... what do you call it? The... thumbnail thing. Okay, so it did remember all the information this time. This is great. I'm getting a third test run in the one night. Actually, it's kind of useful. Because I would have had to have waited for like another stream to test this. This is actually really kind of useful. So what I'm on about is when I went live tonight, it automatically picked up my previous live information and threw down that for everyone, which was RimWorld. And I had set up something specifically for Diablo and it didn't pick it up. And when it went live again now, like when it relived, it automatically picked up the Diablo information that I had fixed up and corrected and stuff. So yeah, okay. So that just gave me like, I'm getting like additional information, like additional feedback from like a single stream. It's good. All right. Anyway, that information's kind of useful just because like from my perspective, you know, I won't know. Yeah. This is technically, I guess, my third YouTube stream now. What? Hold on, move back. Also, welcome in, Sunset V. Yes, I also had something set up earlier tonight that was supposed to let like my YouTube and Twitch communicate with each other in a, like, not like a single chat, but you guys would see the messages from each other, so it wouldn't be so like, what the fuck am I talking about sometimes? But I need to set up a bot for that so that it comes through, so it's not me. It doesn't look like it's me then, like copy pasting messages. It just looks like a bot has like relayed that information. But yeah, no, I'll set that up because that was kind of working. That was working at the start of the stream. I disabled it because it was kind of confusing because it kept throwing like my broadcaster name down. Mate, can you fucking come back here, sir? Alright, hold on. Let me get you dead. Alright, cool. So I've gone all the way through both. Let me go back to town, save my XP. We are just capping into the second last bar, which is really nice. Got something to sell. So the reason why I'm going back into town for anybody that maybe has not seen what the fuck's been going on is my game has been crashing just about like every 10 to 20 minutes, give or take, for like the last week in this specific area. And while it's made it pretty difficult to progress, we've got so much progression because we had at least 1 hour where it didn't crash. And I got up to basically where we're up to at the moment. I got a quest done, I killed the forge dude, and now we're where we are. And I'm trying to see if I can get all the way in to fight Diablo without another crash happening. But every time I go back into town, it saves my progress, saves what I'm holding on to, and saves my XP and stuff, right? Which is why I keep going back to town to try to keep it, because in the last month, I have died so much. We lost a full XP bar, and then another half XP bar. And now we're where we are. So I've lost like about a level and a half that I could have potentially have had at this point in the game, but I do not have. So I'm trying desperately not to die as best I can. And this area is designed to be fucking hard. So they're all immune to fire, and I can really only use fire unless I think I can take a hit, which I don't really think we can take a hit from these guys. I'm gonna run them back. Eliza, come with me. Come with me. We're gonna stand over here. We're gonna put a decoy there. No, Eliza, seriously, bring your cheeks over and stand about there. I'm gonna put decoy there. Oh, sorry, Valkyrie. And a decoy. And we are just going to try to take on like one or two. Actually, if it's just the one guy, we'll take on him. Because if he's attacking her, I can attack him. And I can do more damage that way. But if I can just pull out a couple of these guys out of the sanctuary, and then I can like take their XP home and save it. Oh my god, it would be amazing. I just gotta separate their group a little bit. Because I don't know who died then, but somebody did an ice fucking blast on death. That's a little bit too much for us. Okay, I don't think they're like stuck in the door or anything. No, stay where you are. Hold up, new Valkyrie. Okay, a couple of them are dying. Yeah, no, I'm gonna need so much fucking mana. It's ridiculous. Let's just try to kill this one on the analyzer. You and me. Get him. Valkyrie, just keep him distracted because my decoy is not strong enough to deal with this. If I could just get one to come at me, like, secluded on its own, I could take it down with my hatchet, but if it hits me, I'm, like, royally fucked, so... No, don't get too close, mate. This is why I'm glad that everything else here is dead. Also, my hatchet is also taking ages to load in. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but it does. When I change my weapon, it doesn't, like, automatically disappear. Hold on, there's a bunch of them on the edge here that are nearly dead. Hold on. No. Live her. Fantastic. You're not as dead as the rest, mate. Hold on. You are kind of semi-dead. No, I don't want two. Two is a little bit too much. Alright, let's move. I'm gonna head out. Black and have a great stream. No worries. Get some rest. And I'll catch you around, Sniper. I appreciate you hanging around, just chatting and stuff. I'm just happy that, like, the game hasn't crashed too much since being raided. Honestly. We had like a whole hour run. Alright, those guys are kind of dead. No, you guys are still here, but if I could just bring those two out. Everybody come back down here. I didn't think that she was going to be here, but that's okay. See if I can get just you two. Okay, there's 3, 4. What's about what we had before? I can handle that. I can set most of them on fire. It won't do much damage, but grab a new Valkyrie. I'll just try to get this guy on the end here, because Eliza's working on him too. There we go. Okay, when it gets down to 2, my Valkyrie isn't dying as fast. 3 is actually manageable for her. She can take 3 Doom Knights about the same time, which is really great. Alright. Yeah, Undead and Fighter. I don't know if there's any kind of weapons that kind of go exclusively up against Fighter, but okay. Alright, let's quickly take our XP home. I don't think I've got to do anything. I know, I've got shit to sell. I didn't even realize I picked up stuff. I'll do a quick check of my arrows. We got enough. Okay, I need more health. Get a bit more mana. And a bit more that. Alright. Off we go. Okay. So, the other thing too... Whoa, mate. The other thing too with the Chaos Sanctuary, something I actually do like, but is also just really fucking difficult, is you have like a whole heap of like really hard enemies to clear out first. And then of course you hit the seals and that summons really, really hard enemies to have to clear out again. And then you obviously fucking fight Diablo after you've like cleared out the last guy and shit, right? So I do find it sort of enjoyable in that sense. Give me that shrine. I find it enjoyable that they have all these enemies that are like woefully fucking difficult, and then you summon even more. And I think this is why I don't have a problem with re-clearing a lot of the area. Oh, fuck, mate. Fuck, mate, don't touch me. Oh, they both hit me. And something else is hitting me. Mate, can you fucking stay back there alive? Oh my god, mate. There we go. Valkyrie, stop following us. Okay, Valkyrie's just kind of got a I'm gonna follow you guys where you're going kind of mode at the moment, and it's not really helping. There's the Oblivion Knights up the back that I've got more of a problem with, okay? Doom Knights are fine, they're great. It's the Oblivion Knights up further. They're the ones I got beef with. I'll tell you what though, like, as far as this is going, I gotta admit that, like, this isn't going too badly. There's the Oblivion Knights. Okay, there's 3 of them, and one of them is doing like an aerial thing. I don't want to go too far up in there, because there's going to be a lot more than just those couple. Eliza isn't helping at all. I need a new Valkyrie. Also, the music all of a sudden feels very Warcraft. I know it's Diablo music, but it reminds me of like Warcraft music for just a second there. I know it's literally Diablo music, don't get me wrong, but like it just had a very similar feel to it. If I can just kill 1 or 2 of you guys. Oh shit, no. Apparently no. The answer is a really strong no. Everybody move back. Oh god. Shit, hold on. I need more health. I need more health, and I need to be in town so I don't just collapse.
Stay a while and listen.
Oh, my health bar. Fuck that shit. Glad I went into town. Oh, I'm trying not to die. Okay. I'm going this just a little bit more. Like, I actually don't mind the concept of just like breezing through and getting rid of like the battle against Diablo and stuff, because from my perspective, Act 4 has been a bitch. Mind you, I have played it for like the longest I've probably played it in a while because of all the crashes, but still, that should be a whole quiver, almost a whole quiver. Alright. I want this to be outside because these guys are too close. And I don't recall the Doom Knight being in that group, so I'm hoping nobody's got like a resurrection thing. Okay, let's see if we can bring one down. Okay, yeah, stay with me, Valkyrie. There we go. Okay, two Doom Knights. Oh my god, this is literally Sesame Street. I'm sorry, I was going to do the, you know, the count. You know, the count that counts, Dracula from Sesame Street. I was going to be like, do his laugh, but I'm like, I'm going to laugh from it anyway, and it's going to sound the same. So, yeah. Anyway, we learned how to count to two Doom Knights tonight. Oh my god. Ah, that is... I think I needed that. I needed that so badly. Not to like watch Sesame Street though, but like, oh my god. Okay, she's healing. Oh my god, Eliza, do not run off like that. You guys sit back there and we're just gonna deal with this one guy. Hopefully whoever's up further. Like, these guys are really quite hard because they hit really hard. They're kind of a slow hitter, but they do hit really hard. So they dispel my decoy pretty quickly. I don't really like the fact that you're doing like or the wrong thing. That was the wrong fucking spell, I'll tell you that much. I wanted to summon decoy, not that. Hold on, if he's stuck... No, give me this fucking armor shrine. Oh, what does that do to my armor, just quickly? I don't see anything different. It should just protect me, right? I don't see anything happening to my actual armor. Unless it's under here. I don't see anything specifically different. Let me move back out of there. Something is slowing me down. I think it's these dragony looking ones. That's a gas potion. Give me that. Why not? Have a decoy. Oh, you can move really fast if you want to. Is there somebody special in this group that we don't know about? Hold on, Eliza, that's really not the spot to be. But we're going to stay over here because the opposite side of this area will also have more enemies that are just as strong as this, and I don't need them to be in this group right now. You know what? They're immune to cold. Hold on. Let's put Valkyrie here again. You guys play with her, that's fine. Everybody else is playing with the decoy, that's fabulous. And we're just going to send fire as far back up this line as physically possible. And just while I've got a second, swap over my weapon and just clear out her so that she can be free to help us a bit. I honestly love all the sound effects of auras getting cast. I really do. It's just... I don't care that it's like damaging to my character and stuff. I just love how it sounds. It's so beautiful. Put the decoy back up on the thing. There we go. Alright, I'm mostly dying from that. I don't know why Eliza thinks that she can tank that group, but okay. Like, I'm not going to question her motives for like what she thinks she can and can't do. I'll just resurrect her later. Get another decoy up the hallway, please. There we go. But something is slowing me down. Something's got Eliza poisoned. Oh man. They are dying off, but my god, are they taking a while. The immune to fire is not helping. Okay, they just keep back and back. Let's bring Valkyrie back down here. No. Oh, fucking hell. She just walked into the room just as I did that. Okay, there we go. Venom Lords. That's what's up around the corner. And a special green undead mage. Nah, he's just poison probably. He's probably just the usual poison dude, you know? I feel like it's just like an average Thursday in Diablo. You know? I do love the Chaos Sanctuary though. It is such a gorgeous building. And like pretty aesthetics with all the lava outside and stuff. And like also the skulls inside, that's kind of cool too. Don't get me wrong, that's pretty. And obviously all the random blood and guts around this place isn't like the best aesthetic, but we're working with what we can. Let me go back outside. Okay. I don't think I picked up anything,
Day.
but I do have arrows to top up. Alright, and a little bit of health. Okay. The reason why I came back in is I wanted to save what XP progress we got.
What do you need?
I did not pick up enough stuff. This is like the first time in so long that I have come back into the game and just been like going in and out of areas with like fucking empty ass inventory. It's a really weird feeling. Alright, so I know there's more enemies up here, but there should also, let's just clear down this corner just quickly. There's nothing waiting for us down here, so if we do need to run around and come back down here, we can. Okay, no, how about you play with that? Now, Valkyrie should get her cheeks up here pretty quickly, but she's just taking a hot minute. I also don't know where... Oh, Eliza has... Oh, there she is. I saw the decoy and I thought that was Eliza, and I'm like, oh, sweet Jesus, she's in the thick of it. But no, this is okay. This is not looking okay, but this is okay. We've got Stormcasters, we've got Oblivion Knights, Venom Lords. Yeah, all the things. But nothing's really hurting us, because I think they're all hitting the decoy. Except somebody is draining my mana. I'm guessing it's this guy up the back, Stormcaster. And I don't know if I'm getting my fire... No, apparently I was getting my fire up through him. I also feel like I'm just kind of like very lightly losing my voice at this point. But mostly I've had Diablo enthusiasm. Hold on, I'll go cough. That is a really bad time to need to cough. I did not get to cough. I like had to kind of like unmute myself and throw us away from there. It's fine. I'll deal. These guys are being pretty difficult, but this is kind of like what I would expect from this area though. Alright, we got a key, we got some arrows. This guy is kind of like, he's running away and he's running up. I'm just going to run down here and get this corner. This will also bring them back to me. There we go. Alright, what do? You bring in a third guy? I brought in a third guy. Okay, that's not the best spot, Eliza, but you know what? That's okay. I don't think she's getting hit by them. Not yet. God, the architecture in here is just fucking amazing. Like, I like all of like the little fucking spires, the windows, all the pointy things, the like little railings. I also like how the magic effect on us looks. I'm gonna go up this side because it's a little bit wider to fight here. The other side is kind of like chokeholding. But, I mean, I'm gonna do what we always do. And we're gonna go around and kill everything completely. And then get all the map, obviously. And then we'll unlock the seals. So, okay. So, I'm thinking we go this way. Go this way this time. I think last time we went... No, I think first time we went that way, and then second time we went that way. So maybe we go back over here. Oh, hello. We got a cluster of Doom Knights and some Venom Lords. That is quite a lot of everything, and I don't know why Valkyrie just resummoned behind me. But they're mostly captivated by my decoy, and I think there might be a... No, that's a Doom Knight versus a Venom Lord. Okay, that's fine. That's just a different kind of demon thing in there, and I wasn't quite sure. Alright, let's do a new one of you. Hold on, I need one of you there for you to play with. I need my other weapon, so I can take you out and get a new... Valkyrie! Valkyrie's in the wrong spot. Everybody move back. Put a new decoy in there. Somebody spit some venom out at us. That's not cool. I assume it's the Venom Lords, but I think it would be more of a mage. At least one of them can't attack us at the moment, and I'm cool with that. Alright. I'm gonna just see if I can get in here and take out a couple if they're preoccupied. If my decoy drops... Oh man, hard lag. That's kind of concerning, because like, if it dips again... I didn't realise I was on the wrong weapon. It's not helping anybody. I need Valkyrie back though. I need you to summon Valkyrie. There you go. Yeah, that's actually helpful. I'm gonna have to go back after this battle anyway because I don't have health. Alright, actually there's health. We're good for health. Put a new decoy up. That unfortunately does cause everybody to swarm Valkyrie, but I don't really mind too much. Because once I resummon her again, most of them are fixated on the decoy. And the decoy holds its own quite well. Alright, I'm pretty sure I got her up again. I need more mana. Somebody is sucking out my mana, that guy. That guy at the back. Hold on. There we go. Somebody poisoned me too during that. I don't quite know how because I'm not actually getting hit by anybody back here. So, unless it's an aura thing, which could be happening. There's a lot of Doom Knights on this side. I could probably cap out. Let's do... Oh shit, move back. Decoy Valkyrie, health me. And then let me just hit a few of these guys. Because a lot of them are on like a part life. And something is draining my mana. Not that guy. Oh shit, move back. Okay. Let me help you fight him. Because all three of us are fighting this one guy. Okay, cool. Let me move back again. Somebody is also poisoning Eliza back here. She doesn't make a lot of sense who is doing it. It has to be a fucking aura thing. Or either that or somebody's casting it and it's going somewhere it's not supposed to be. Alright, hold on. Valkyrie. There we go. Okay, now the guy's getting me with poison. Okay, that makes sense. He's over there. Alright. Valkyrie can't hold up against poison that well. We are kind of getting pushed back, but not in a bad way. That guy's nearly dead. This guy on the corner here is also almost dead. I could probably help you with that. There we go. Okay, he's dead. Let's put decoy up further. Let me help you. Let's get you back. Oh god, why did you move like that? It was horrifying. No, mate, no. No, we don't do that. We don't scurry around like a fucking creep, sir. That's not how it's done. Alright, at least I got rid of the creepy dude. The one that is scurrying around like he's like some kind of fucking possessed demon. Mind you, this is the place for possessed demons, but like, come on. Too creepy. I might be able to get rid of the mana burn back here. You move back. Okay, mana burn guy is either dead or he's moved off. Somebody is hurting me. You. I am basically out of mana. Or Valkyrie. I'm basically out of replenishing mana and I have fuck bugger all health. Let's go in for some like manual hits. Not like that, not on that side. I'll tell you what, let's put you at the back there. Not like that. Actually, let's put you there. There, that helps. No, that doesn't help. The magic guy decided to walk forwards. Okay, no, that's working. The two mages are fixated on the decoy. Sort of. It's whatever this guy is casting, honestly. Mate, come back here. No more slow Mobius business. I have no health or mana. Do I have any? I've got more mana. I have nothing fucking else for that. Okay. Let me just get the money here. Did you guys bring over more? Okay, fuck that. I'm going back to town for a hot minute. You guys stay over there. I'm gonna go back to town. I need like health and I need to save my XP.
Good evening.
I did pick up some coin, but I'm probably gonna spend it, give or take. Never played any Diablo before. It's starting with the first one and smart idea, or would the first one be a different game? So all of the Diablos are their own unique game. There is like a story progression through it, but it's not linear. So for instance, Diablo 1 to Diablo 2 to Diablo 4 is the linear structure of the story. Diablo 3 was its kind of own standalone sort of version, kind of like a recasting of stuff, a mishmash of a few bits and pieces, but not quite. As far as the games go, like Diablo 1 would probably be going too far back. A lot of people, including myself, absolutely love Diablo 2 for deep passion. Like Diablo 2 is my favorite game of all time. So if you're going to try it, I would probably recommend just try with like Resurrected, because this is Resurrected and this is the original graphics and stuff. So like the original game doesn't run properly anymore, and I don't think you can buy it, but Resurrected at least exists and it's quite nice. It's been good so far. Diablo 3 is probably, I mean, all of them are multiplayer, but as far as like multiplayer goes, I found that Diablo 3 had a lot more kind of seasonal stuff that it did well with. Mind you, Diablo 2 has its own culture for that. Diablo 4, I think relatively everybody shat on. So I would not, and I think a lot of people would not recommend Diablo 4. It was a lot more kind of like a Diablo skinned WoW with more purchase kind of stuff being the focus more so than the actual like proper game and stuff. But it also depends on what you're interested in as well. Like Diablo 2 for me, I can play it to absolute high heavens because like I love the game, so I just don't get bored of it. But like you play on normal, you play through Act 1 to 5, and then you play on Nightmare through the same acts against the same enemies, and then you play on Hell with the same acts, same enemies and stuff. Hold on, Eliza's getting absolutely killed in here. If I can just get her out here. You're not supposed to be following me, mate. Hold on, you're gonna get me killed doing that. So Diablo 2 has like a level of repetitiveness to it, but the people that enjoy the game enjoy that aspect of it. We don't get sick of it kind of thing. Diablo 3 has far more replayability in the sense that you can kind of just jump in and go do a quest and go do an act and change the difficulty up and down as much as you like for as long as you like, and there's like rifts and stuff inside it that are kind of like a mini sort of battle thing to go and do that gets you like special gems and crap. You don't have to be doing that seasonally or anything like that. You can play that like regular, save your character. There's hardcore mode as well, where obviously if you die, I think all the games have hardcore available. I'm not sure about one, but you can play like in the sense where I'm playing where like I die a lot and it's not really a big problem and stuff. I'll just go back to town and I'll have to come back in and grab my shit. Or you can play where when you die, that's it, your character is deleted kind of thing, no more progress. That's hardcore mode and stuff. So there's quite a lot of different ways to play it. There's also like online seasonal group things as well. Like Diablo 2 Resurrected has what's called a seasonal ladder and stuff, so you can go on and try to play as fast as possible, make a specific built character, etc., and like do stuff with that. I'm not interested in that stuff at all. Even when I finish my character, that's probably not something I'm ever gonna do. But you can like play multiplayer with people and be like, okay, well, you know, in a private game with somebody or just online, anybody can join. You can change settings and crap like that, so you can customize it and stuff. But yeah, if you want to just play it like solo and stuff, you can do that too. It's just that once you've completed all the quests on your character, you can't reset those quests unless like you go to the next difficulty. Like you get like a new set of the same quests, but once you've completed Hell, they're all completed. The only way you can redo quests is to go into somebody else's game and play through with them. That's literally it. But like I don't mind that sort of stuff. Something I used to enjoy doing. But I mean, if I was going to recommend anybody to play Diablo, I would always recommend Diablo 2, but that's just because it's my favorite game. But also, I think that it probably has, out of all the Diablos, I'd say probably the largest dedicated fan base for it. Just like the other Diablos are a lot more casual to play, so you can kind of like hop in and out. Unless you're doing a seasonal character, in which case you have like a set amount of time to do that. But yeah, Diablo 2 is just like I don't know. I just like this shit. Like, obviously I'm doing a specific thing too. I'm trying to recreate my very first character I ever had in this. I can play Diablo 2. So it's on Blizzard. So if you've got like BlizzardNet, whatever it is, I think it's called that, BattleNet. Sorry. BattleNet or like Blizzard, you can buy it from them, and then you can like, you have to like have internet access obviously to access their browser launcher thing, and then play it from that. Diablo 2 doesn't really, I haven't seen it update much because they only really update for like the latter stuff I think nowadays, but it also has Diablo 3 and Diablo 4 on the same launcher, so yeah, those ones do update every so often because they still have stuff going on with them. I don't know if I can kill this group without going and getting Eliza again. I need more health. The guy poisoning me is like most of my problem here. Nah mate, come back here. I may have to go back and get Eliza again. The other thing too is you can also buy in-game with the coin, in-game coin and shit, you know, your helper and shit. So like here, I go to Tyrael and I buy like my helper. But like, if I wanted to be playing this like a good, decent player, first things first is I would have some decent specs. My specs are shit on purpose. And I would probably, wherever the fuck she went, I would probably buy the most relative helper to the area as well. But I just refuse to do that because I'm doing a playthrough where I take the original character, the original helper that the game gives you all the way through to the end and shit. But yeah, she cost me like 49,000 in game now. So it costs a lot to resurrect her every time she dies, but I'd much rather that than like buy random replacement, which would actually be better for the area, but whatever. But yeah. I've got arrows, I've got that. We've got halfway through a bar. Oh man, I'll tell you what, these guys are like, for anybody that specs their character properly, it's actually quite easy to kill these guys. You know, the problem I've got is like the ones that said they're immune to fire and I'm using fire attacks on them, it's really hard to kill them. Mate, I cannot keep following you. You come to us. You come to us. We're not going over there until we've cleared off the fucking Doom Knights and Oblivion Knights and shit over this way. They keep scurrying away because Eliza has, what do you call it? The monsters flee when hit. Bullshit. I think they've found another one over there. I feel like this group is like never ending. I know that nobody is resurrecting them. I'm just encountering more and more of them, but my fucking god. There are so many. So many. Oh man. Yeah, I do find that like the nice thing about Diablo is that I have had like a few people that kind of play it casually while I'm playing it as well. And that's been kind of nice, you know, because you can run around in your own game and stuff like that and challenge whoever and do whatever. And the good thing is like the sound effects don't really interfere too much. Like, you know, if you watch like say RimWorld or 7 Days to Die or something like that, like 7 Days to Die, for example, zombie game where like the sound effect of a zombie approaching you or being nearby can alert you to obviously getting attacked by said zombie. So when you're listening to somebody else play it, it can be a bit disorientating if you've got one near you or not. And in RimWorld where you get like alert sound effects that say that, you know, something good or bad is happening in game, and like